Missionary Charlie Vest, and I'm sitting here on the platform of Gospel Baptist Church in BACOLOD, Philippines. And I'm with this is the native pastor of the church now, Pastor FELIX, PEñAFLORIDA.
I'm Pastor FELIX, PEñAFLORIDA, pastor right now of Gospel Baptist Church. I took over the church last 2011, right now I'm just continuing the vision Asian World Baptist Ministries together with Pastor Vest.
We just finished a tremendous conference, our 13th annual Missions Emphasis Conference, where we tried to promote the ministry and also to challenge some pastors. Just had a wonderful week. 2002, we started the Gospel Baptist Church. Obviously, we had nothing like we have here. We started in a small storefront, maybe less than a kilometer from here. And God just allowed us and led us to do so much here.
¿Cómo está? Greetings from BACOLOD City here in the Philippines. I'm Pastor Tim Russ of the Greater Vision Baptist Church in Owensboro, Kentucky. And we've spent the last week over here in a conference headed by Dr. Charlie Vest. About 17 years ago, Brother Vest came to the Philippines, led of God, to found a work here to reach the lost with the gospel of Jesus Christ. In addition to that, it's his desire, it's our desire to work together to encourage local pastors and national pastors here in the Philippine Islands to help them reach their people with the gospel of Jesus Christ. Certainly the need is great. We've been to several cities, we've been in villages and hamlets, and there are people everywhere, people that are lost and dying without Christ. And we'd like to introduce to you Asian World Baptist Ministries. We believe God is going to use this as a tool to reach folks here in the Philippines, in Burma, in Laos, and Thailand, and other places nearby to change the world with the gospel of Jesus Christ. All right, we're here today with Brother Charlie Vest and Brother Dan Vincent. And Brother Vest is the founder and director of Asian World Baptist Ministries. And Brother Dan Vincent and Brother Vest and myself are forming a fellowship, a partnership, if you will, to try to do a little more to reach folks in this part of the world. And so we're going to ask a few questions. So Brother Vest, I'd like to ask you first and foremost, how did Asian World Baptist Ministries come about?
Preacher, what happened is we were supporting Filipino missionaries. They would get to the field, they would build a church. Many of them went under-supported, 60 to 65%. And then they would begin to work with national pastors. National pastors would have nothing. In many cases, the Filipino missionary couldn't help them a lot. So God burdened my heart as we continued to expand the mission program here to partner with them. Not always financial support, but facilitating them with materials, training, and it's just progressed from that. And now we're trying to help whoever will let us help, who's national pastors throughout the 8 countries.
I'm also here today with Brother Dan Vincent. He is our missions director at Greater Vision Baptist Church, and he is heavily involved in helping Brother Vest to reach folks here in the Philippines and the Southeast Asia countries. Brother Vincent, tell us a little bit about what we're doing that's different than just another mission program.
One thing that we're trying to do to help in this area is we're trying to take the national pastors and their key men and train them in the areas of financial stewardship. Because obviously we're seeking support from American pastors and churches to try to help expedite what we're trying to do here and to get these materials in as many capable hands as possible. But we really stress the fact that these pastors, these national church workers, have to incorporate biblical tithing and stewardship to teach them the principles of faith, promise, mission, and giving, to teach them the principles of the building fund, and in all areas of biblical stewardship, because we want them sowing and reaping, and the Lord blessing them and growing them to a maturity to where they can eventually take this and run with it and multiply the churches in their own countries.
Let me just add a little bit to what Dan said. The purpose of AWBM is not to help me or the ministry here at Gospel Baptist Church. Everything that's ever come in through AWBM goes to the national pastors, not even to the Filipino missionaries, to help them in their works throughout Asia.
Well, I certainly would like to recommend to you to take a look at Asian World Baptist Ministries. And I think you'll find that it's a little different. It's certainly biblical, and it's certainly scriptural. And I'd like to recommend it to all my pastor friends back in the States. Let's get behind this thing, and let's get some people saved around the world. Let's multiply our talents and get souls saved for the gospel of Jesus Christ's sake.